Hey guys, I'm Luke Hensley. I'm a rising senior at Villanova. I'm a English, Humanities, and Honors major with a minor in theater, and I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland. And I'm just making this video to thank you guys for the money you're giving me for the upcoming year, because it's just so important for my family, based on where they're at right now. Villanova has been incredibly generous to me in more ways than one, but as I'm sure you've seen with a lot of the applicants you've got, that sometimes even a generous financial package doesn't quite go the distance, and my mother has had to stretch herself pretty thin over the last few years to pay for school, and it's put myself and her in debt pretty substantially. But with your help, I think that we can ease that burden quite a bit, and so I'm very thankful for that. We are in an especially difficult position because my mom is a single mom, and she has been since I was about 16 or 17 when my father passed away. And she's been basically raising me and my younger brother, who's 17 years old now, who's just starting to look at colleges, on a single income. And she doesn't make a ton of money. She's an administrative assistant at Verizon, and it pays fairly well. I've had a beautiful, incredible life with so many opportunities, and I couldn't complain for a second. But obviously, you know, such and such amount per year that you make as a secretary is not really enough to afford a school as expensive and prestigious as Villanova. So having this extra money that you guys are providing me is, I mean, I can't express enough to you how thankful my family is for it. In the meantime, I know that you guys value when your students try to make some money for themselves as well. So that's what I've been doing this summer. I'm currently employed at Villanova throughout the summer. I'm actually recording this in my house that I'll be living in throughout the year. It's very strange living in a house, you know, alone after being in a dorm for 3 years. But I'm comfortable, I'm having a great time, and what I'm doing is I received a Villanova Undergraduate Research Fellowship, which basically means that the university pays me to read books and to write 15 to 25 page academic paper that I will try to get published at the end of the year. A lot of people don't know that there is academic research in fields other than the sciences, but there is. I'm currently researching William Faulkner, who was a 20th century American novelist, great writer, wrote some of the best novels ever in the English language, in my opinion, and reading him in conversation with a Danish theologian named Søren Kierkegaard from the 19th century. And these two authors have never really been seriously paired before by many scholars, so I think I'm kind of finding a small niche in academic study that I can say something pretty significant about. It's not quite as exciting as some of my friends who are here researching, you know, cancer or Alzheimer's cures. You know, a lot of the sciences really get into some very important work. But I like to think that the work that I'm doing is important as well, because I think it's really important to foster a sense of creativity and curiosity about the arts in the world. I mean, especially given the tumultuous political climate in our country and across the world right now, ideas are what are going to get us through. We need to be thinking deeply and critically about everything that we take for granted to be true, you know. And that's why I want to be a university professor one day. I would love, after graduating Villanova, to go on and get a PhD. The job market isn't phenomenal right now, but it's worth a shot. And if that doesn't work out for me, I'm not at all perturbed, because I have several backup options that I'd be just as happy with. I've also thought about doing law. I've also thought about teaching high school, like English or something like that, and that would be a dream. I mean, just to have a job where I could continue making a positive impact on people, whether it's people accused of a crime or if it's students who may need guidance in their lives, or who may not be as passionate about education as I am or as somebody else is that goes to a school like Villanova. It would feel incredible in that way to see someone like me, or someone who could be like me, or wants to be like me, or who's nothing like me, that I could make a difference in their lives. So one of the questions you guys asked in your application was how you intend to give back, the Franklin Pledge. And for me, the way I intend to give back is to live a life of sacrifice through teaching or through law, a life of trying to take the privileges I've had and the gifts that I've been given by yourselves and others, and give them back to the world. So getting this degree is really important for me to have that potential, and as I said, you guys are so important for that. So if you guys have any other questions for me, I'm sure I'm going to be meeting a lot of you throughout the year, but once again, I'm Luke Hensley, and I'm incredibly thankful for the award, and I can't wait to see all of you in person and write each of you a letter thanking you for this personally, because as I said, this is just a momentous occasion for me and my family. I mean, my mom is overjoyed, so thank you for making her day and my year. Thank you very much.